Hello friends, this is Zach here. It is October, early October, but I'm already getting to the Halloween spirit. As you can see, I'm starting to reveal portions of my costume. And I had this fun idea for a video, which is to give you my top 10 lists for best songs to play on Halloween. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff out there, you know, all the catchy Halloween themed songs. But a lot of these things are not that scary sounding. They're not, they lack a sinister quality to them. So I'm talking about like various renditions of the Monster Mash, Michael Jackson's Thriller. They have that Halloween vibe, but they're not spooky sounding. So I want to give you 10 songs, and you can riff off these, whether you look for other songs by these groups or find related videos to these styles of music to find other songs you'd like and could play. And what I want to hear in the comments below is if anyone uses these, and to say any crazy results happen of them playing it in their house when kids are coming to them to trick-or-treat. Perhaps you're not someone who has a home to be able to do this. So if you don't have that, just let me know your own songs that you can do this with. And leading up to Halloween, actually, no one will have experimented with this yet. So in the comments below, post what you think you could do this with, or what songs you think are fairly spooky. So I've got a range of stuff in this top 10 list. Some is more ambient but spooky, some has lyrics, some is just more comical but does still have a spooky sound quality to it. So without further ado, the first song that I think would be on this list, and it's partly what inspired me to make this list, because a friend of mine has done this in the past, and she says she gets great results just blasting this one song on repeat. So with this video, I'm hoping that perhaps someone will make a playlist and blast this music in their front doorway. Just a few songs that we'll cycle through, or just even one song if you like one in particular. But this song is the theme song, or one of the main songs in the movie Eyes Wide Shut, one of my favorite movies by Stanley Kubrick with Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. Anyways, you can check out this link here, which will take you to the video on YouTube, and the actual song's title is Migrations by Jocelyn Pook. And she's a great artist. She has a very unique sound to a lot of her music, slightly opera influenced, but also has its own experimental side to it. And if you want the version without the bit at the beginning, which, this is linking to the scene from the video, which is not safe for work, by the way. So if you want to not have that opening part where there's the slight voice between Tom Cruise and the guy letting him in, then you can just search for Migrations by Jocelyn Pook and get the song. Just look for the long version, which is 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes, and that's the same version you hear in the video there. So the next one is one of my favorite artists. I actually dressed as him for Halloween one year, and that is Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, his band before he became just Nick Cave on his own. And the song is Red Right Hand. So if you listen to this song, it's pretty cool because it's, by the way, I'll stick the link here, it's has a few different instrumental influences that makes the whole thing dark sounding. So there's the chime of the bell or whatever it is that's pealing, and then just the other sounds that are going on with the way the instruments are played. It's very unique. Song number 3, which I'll link to right here, is one of the songs off the soundtrack for the movie Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's a very great CD. You can hear the whole thing on YouTube in various parts. I think the most appropriate song off there for this purpose is song number 5, which is the music to The Brides, which is Dracula's sort of brides that he has. He has 3 vampiric women that live with him in his castle. And there's some of the songs on the CD, while they're wonderful songs, because there's sort of this emotional play between darkness and the joy of love, there's very positive sounding music and sort of airy sounding music, but then there's the dark stuff. And this one, I think, embodies that very well, and that on repeat would be pretty sinister. Or even the whole album on repeat would be good to play on Halloween. Number 4, which I'll link to right here, is a mashup, actually, of Lady Gaga with Meshuggah. So this was something, I was going to just put a Meshuggah song there. I'd highly recommend playing any of that music, because it's just so intense and heavy. It's thrash metal, that it has a very dark feel to it. Yes, it's just blasting metal. Might seem a little strange to some people, but it's Meshuggah in particular has a very dark sound to them, and I think it comes across without sounding cheesy the way like some black metal bands do. No offense if you like black metal. And the great thing about this is that it's a song that some kids might recognize, one of Lady Gaga's songs, but then it has this pounding, thrashing metal behind it, and it links up in this version really well. There's some other great mashups between Justin Bieber and some other metal ones. I think there's one with him and Slipknot, but it's not very well put together. You could try playing that, because that would definitely be something that younger children would recognize, probably, most likely, and just throw them off and kind of freak them out. The next song here, number 5, is The Big Bad Wolf by Duck Sauce. So they're the same people that did the Barbra Streisand song, and this is just their sort of fun one that sounds Halloweeny, because there's a wolf howl intermittently throughout the song, and there's just the words "The Big Bad Wolf" repeated throughout the song. So check that one out. That's actually the music video, which I'm posting there just because it's a fun one to see. But if you want to use the song just to play, maybe look for it without the video, because the video actually has all the sounds from them opening doors and anything that's happening in the video. There's the sounds put into the audio. So song number 6, which I'll post right here, is Dozo by Puscifer. A lot of very dark sounding songs. That's a band that has Maynard from Tool fronting. It's one of his side projects. And it's a song that has sort of this layer on his voice that makes it deeper and more gravelly sounding, which sounds pretty cool. And the music video, once again, has this long intro, which you could look for the song without the music video intro if you wanted to play it, but the music video is cool, so I've linked to it so you can see that. Link number 7, which I'll link to here. I'm not sure if I've mixed up which side. I'm trying to alternate sides. But the group Arcana, and this song's called Cathar. This whole album, which is really cool, has sort of Eastern influenced sounds, and it's very subtle, and we're getting into some of the more ambient stuff that I'm recommending. It just has a airy, mystical sound to it, which could be the vibe you're looking for. So these last 3 songs are going to be really good ones. You can always use a bunch of these songs from these groups, or look at the albums that are on the side, suggested videos, which are actually quite good as well, and just look out and create a playlist from this dark ambient type of music. And this is Endvra, the Left Hand of the Dead. And this is a very dark song. It's, like, as I said, dark ambient, so there's not a lot going on, but when it's played quite loud, it's just a dark, ominous sound that sets a good atmosphere, and there's not too much distraction, but it gives that horror type scene music. Number 9 is probably one of my favorite ones on this whole list, just because of the significance of it. This is Zero Kama, and the song's called Town of Pyramids, and the whole album that this song's from is entirely played on human bones. So there's other songs, not this one. This one is actually all horns and flutes made out of bones, human bones. But on other tracks, if you look them up, they're like, there's like, I think, a bone xylophone, and there's other bone instruments, some percussive, some being played through, like a wind instrument. And it's pretty ominous and dark sounding. The ones with the bones sound a little lighter, so I thought this one was good because it's just horns and blowing type instruments, and they're discordant. It's ethereal and spiritual in a way, but it has a pretty cool sound to it, so check that out for sure. And then finally, number 10, whatever side it's going to be, is Lapis Niger, and this song's called Inside the Black Pearl. And this is, again, still dark ambient, but there's a little more going on, like these metallic scratching sounds, and just a really good, slightly off-sounding chord progression through the synthesizer that's played. And that wraps up the 10 songs that I think should be played in your front door or in the front foyer of your home if you're giving out candy on Halloween. So let me know what you think of the songs, anyone in particular that strikes you as cool. If this is after Halloween that you're watching this, or after the Halloween 2012, let me know what your results were, or just simply post other songs that you think would be great ones to look at and use. So I encourage you to make a playlist and go scare some people. Even play it at a Halloween party with adults. It of course doesn't have to just be kids. So check out the links below, because I put all the videos there if you just wanted to go to that now and you weren't clicking them on the screen as they're coming up. So I'll talk to you guys later. And also, one other thing you could comment on is try and guess what I'm going to be for Halloween. This is just part of it.